Ever wondered how to join Shaxi as a rider? Well, the process is as easy as pie, and today you'll learn all about it. First things first, you'll need to get the Shaxi app. A quick visit to your phone's application store, whether the App Store or Google Play, will do the trick. Search for Shaxi, download it, and you're off to a good start. Now that you've got the app, it's time to sign up. You'll be prompted to provide some necessary information. The most important part of this step is verifying your phone number. This is a security measure put in place to ensure a safe experience for everyone using Shaxi. You'll receive a text message with a code, input it, and voila, your number is verified. Next, you're going to set up your passenger profile. This is where you can add a profile picture, input your name, and other details. It's all about making the ride experience as personalized and comfortable as possible. You can now search for rides at your convenience. Whether you're heading to work, school, or just about anywhere, Shaxi is ready to get you there. The next step is to request the ride. You'll need to confirm the details of your trip, including the destination and pickup point. And just like that, you're ready to enjoy your journey. Sit back, relax, and let Shaxi take you where you need to go. To cap it all off, after enjoying your ride, why not share your great experience? Tag at Shaxi Ghana on social media and let the world know about your fantastic journey with Shaxi. So there you have it. Joining Shaxi as a rider is as simple as downloading the app, signing up, verifying your phone number, setting up your profile, searching for rides, requesting and confirming your ride, and then enjoying the journey. It's a quick and straightforward process designed to make your life easier. With Shaxi, the world is at your fingertips. Shaxi, it's time to ride.
Well, today is 24th December, and in Ghana, if you are around 20 years, 30 years, you should have knowledge of this song. Obi in Kase 24th Kukrum. How old are you?
I'm sure.
Do you know this song?
Well,
who composed this song? Then it means he's not getting it. Yeah, because if you know this song and don't know who composed this song, then I don't know who really you are. Then it should be a Gen Z or a Gen Alpha. Lionel, what are your memories on 24th song?
I think.
Do you have special memories about this song?
24th?
Oh, you don't know?
Yeah, I know. Catch you, Kwame and Pia.
Good. Good. You know.
This is what you're hearing. So,
No, hen or Kodi or to Mwasem.
Which one?
And Mwasem. Uni Mwasem.
Nah.
And you're not great Ampontoma, Jomahama, see where Mwasem.
No, Kaho. I've not even listened to that.
Yeah,
okay.
You know, today I saw John Mahama in some farm doing some documentary. In the video
Prophecy number one.
Well, so yeah, Lana, I was asking if you have any special.
I remember back in Kumasi during 23rd getting to 24th. Do have a beer will be and I was all Shaxi ebefi because then I only said 25th and opana.
Yes.
Yeah, Jabanch and Egunsu Mudada
Christmas.
See, Fufubi and I said be even say where you be and do fear. You just enter the next house. So
is that 24th still there? That 24th feeling beer. Is it still there?
21st century, the new mass is because when time changes, even that Christmas aura, no, and then time or more flowers be or more share around. Say so more than in light. They say if you move across Accra, you'll be more light. So it means that there's been some changes. But if you go to the hinterland, because of course,
they also don't do any flowers.
That is the thing.
Right now, if I show you video of Oxford Street,
light everywhere.
Wow, like.
But if you go to the hinterland, they still celebrate with the flowers, no name. On biscuits.
Yeah.
By this time,
that time you can put
Piccadilly
in Europe.
Oh yeah. Now they are saying, call him talent. Now they still have all these things.
Oh sure.
Oh, ya kwachi aponchi abebo dada. Ah, china no papa na. It's 24th no.
Me dey na ebo no.
Ah, me hu no. It's 24th no baby a wo bia, wo nim say den a fufu anopa fufu ne de. E be ba so ansa na yakwa sorry. Ye kwa sorry nso e be cheche mo.
Yeah.
Inti wa ma bia then na ye wa wasem.
Chebo, that 24th feeling.
Yeah, it's something else. For me go through 2 stages.
Okay.
The time that I was younger. Na eno de enkasa brain te me ma me on to matade anke nam kejiti abontin. To atade ma me. Ndi ene nam aye pe atade ato a me susu de ene mbe ye pe na ansa na ebe kofi ayakofi. And then I got to a point that I was not feeling it. Like, atade ma me kra na say me nya crab you I don't like it.
Yeah, you were feeling big boy.
So I got that transition. And then the 24th song Keche Kwame Apia. Yeah, it was massive, especially in not necessarily Kumasi but villages, you know. The name man massive they say Oma no maba Kumasi Oma Mwakra Ebeba village. Oma Makra na 24th and na 25th the Omo. And you know, it drew us so because of polythene bag, you know.
Yeah.
Wow, the polythene bag, and no, any
symbolizing.
Yeah, better no pan. And you know, I think something has changed for sure. I mean, the way they celebrate it now is different.
The fact that we have also moved to the cities.
Yeah,
should we factor that when we are saying something has changed? Because now, all these experiences we are having.
Yeah,
you were having it back then. Maybe Roland has been here throughout, so I don't know his thing, but mine will be at Nkoko.
Yes,
yours will be at Kumasi.
And
so we don't know what is happening there.
Yeah. For me, I think it has changed because there are certain days or times that I'll find myself there. And in that sense, I mean, some of the things that we used to do is no more there. They had, I don't know if they still do it in my father's village, Abroma. They had they will have a football match on 25th. We call it a fanifa. You check based on baby line fan. Mom what this side and move team, mom what this side, move team. And it was so crazy. We had somebody who would sponsor, give money to whoever will win. So it was highly competitive.
I see.
A funny fan. And say, "Oh, back room, baby, I'll bet and a better team about mom. A drew baby, a binimu try some be pucci. Be on her baby, line players, no more that side. But it was amazing. Last time I asked, because there was a lady and I was sponsoring every year. And unfortunately, she died. After that, a man call from. Later, I don't know if they have had somebody else while replacing it there. That lady, come on, like or play football, ma. Or do you know what I want to say? And no matter what, she will be there to do her thing. And I don't know what is happening now. And I wish they will continue that thing because na makromu hoye de pa abroma. Wow.
Bro, you have been here throughout your life. Has something changed with 24th December?
Of course, so many. As much as the only thing that was not so much of a big deal was the traveling. Because of course, so I crowd to Kakwa. You understand? And
but it is with you guys.
Yeah. And I make say, of course, if you are in Accra, unless you are from somewhere, that is when you would want to go back.
But free Tishy.
Oh gosh. So, but one thing that was very significant, family gathering.
Okay.
Of course, that period is a period where most of the time, even the houses. I grew up in a house where you did boom.
Okay.
Like from the onset, even when it is not an occasion, the normal house setting, everybody is supposed to gather around and eat from one bowl. aside maybe parents, and even the parents would still have to eat from one bowl. And no, yeah, one thing that is very significant. And to me, me pia bontia. Uko baby ani ati obi nko ade ani ama. I remember I visited a friend. Yeti onu nko ade ani man. And yeti me de ama. I was shocked for the first time. Like, what is happening?
It doesn't happen.
It doesn't happen because where I'm from, we eat together, and that thing is very significant even among the people that were not even eating from one bowl. On Christmas Day, it is more or less like a compulsory, like an unwritten rule. Sometimes we even in the household, these things are used to even bond like and it was one beautiful thing about Christmas. Yes, one thing that was also significant, entire. Obviously, entire competition. Chemo was talking about the fact that yes, definitely you find your way around Kantamanto. Whether you like it or not, we must buy for you. Yes, Mr. Nia Tony, a mouth belt, a home pest, that thing, so matching dresses and all of that. Then another phase came when it was outing, where Christmas outing became the norm. Now, times necessary culture be remove our local stuff. So it was, and I only say in Accra to a cosmopolitan. So most people with different background come and they tend to influence certain things that unimno, and it is diverse culture. So sometimes you just want to try some new stuff and see. I remember the first time at 31st night, I felt like I said yes. I was on stage. I was on stage. I was even on stage. And this is when Shatta played, your friend is saying, the light show not long ago. That was the first time I missed 31st at church.
Wow.
My entire life.
Wow.
That's the first time. When I was on stage, that's home. That's how I felt. And that is a culture that, they have to take me from fear. So the 24th night, like Christmas Eve, which is 24th day, is one that on that day, I remember very well, my late dad would, I know, Obia, wherever the person is. And we have family house, one at Malam, one at Kaswa, Bubuashi, Kaneshi, and all of that. They will choose which house we are supposed to gather. And all of us will go there. Yes, family members will gather, whether nuclear, Obia, and one place. And then we will share a meal. Until Saturday, Adriani will feel her there. Anything they feel her doctor say in Ghana settings, you can go to anybody's house and they will feed you, but not in 2024.
Well, guys, thank you so much. So, still about December. Earlier today, Lionel started some conversation with us online. I said, okay, then let's bring it up. Meanwhile, I also have some friends, African Uncensored, Innocent, Magaji. He had also sent me something similar. I said, okay, then let's bring it on board and see how best we can handle this. So this guy's name is Innocentino. On Facebook, he wrote, "He who challenges his chi." And if you read Chino Achibe's story, things fall apart. Something like this was captured in there. It says, why Ghana is not experiencing dirty December like the past. It says, in Things Fall Apart by Chino Achibe, a character after eating a heavy meal, Nwanza, the bird, decided to challenge his chi, that is God, to a wrestling match, and his chi God floored him and break his neck, break his back. Last year, Ghana was popping with dirty December because our Afrobeat stars were promoting them to the outside world and spending much time in Ghana, and they felt invincible and became proud and decided to challenge Detty. People like Black Sheriff and others staged a protest that Ghanaians should reduce their consumption of the Niger Afrobeat and to listen to their own Ghanaian songs the more, and that backfired. Niger artists stopped promoting them or gave their artists any features and also stayed back home this year in Bongo to celebrate Dirty December. That's the reason Niger is now the center of this year's Dirty December. Wherever Niger Afrobeat stars go, the world now goes. That's the power they have at the moment. Ghanaian celebrities are now begging Bongo people to forgive Black Sheriff because his music is dying. Niger made his music so heavy, and people are not visiting Ghana for Dirty December like they used to in the past years. In life, you must know your boundaries and not bite the hands that feed you. Just like the belligerent man who challenged his chi to a fight and his back broken in pieces according to Chino Achibe, Ghanaian challenged their chi by boycotting Afrobeat, and by now their backbones are being crushed. We are all brothers. I love my Ghana fans here on Facebook, but truth must be told. We should all live together in unity. But Ghanaians must learn to be humble. Before there will be a reversal, Nigeria remain the giant of Africa. Underestimate them to your own peril. That was not all. Once again, I told you my friend, Africa, he also sent me a tweet by another Uncle Ari, and they said the only person not in Nigeria is God. He said the only person not in Nigeria this December is God. Like they mean, oh, because I hear Tyler is there. Like top stars are there. Like some years ago, it was in Ghana. And Africa Uncensored sent me that Chief Sammy Flex. Did you notice that Nigerian artists have completely reduced their visit to Ghana? We are now organizing Detty December in Lagos, Nigeria. So we fought our chief. But Lionel, you started this conversation.
Yeah.
What is the truth in here? Because as much as I understand this year, our December might not be the top like we've been experiencing for the past years. I think the major factor is the elections we had.
Yeah, of course.
And the change of government that is happening.
Yeah.
But Nigerians are making it look like, all of a sudden, Nigerians are making it look like, hey, it is dead. If not for it, you guys are copying us.
Of course.
If not for anything. 30 December, we started it now. Now, do you know what they are saying? Oh, it was Mr. Easy who came to start it here in Ghana.
Wow. So, Brass, I mean...
But what is the truth and the lies in what's there?
I think this is an interesting topic. So, yeah, call way back in time. The Afrobeat, as I always opine, said it started in Ghana.
Okay.
Because Fela, I started Afrobeat without the S, came here to learn everything from us.
Speak grammar for me.
Yeah. Came here to learn everything from us. Way back in 2010, muho DJ Abrante, oyare kakra nti Nyankopon sa na yare. Omo na share Afrobeat movement no. Like they started it in UK. Now about Africa for nyum, especially songs from West Africa. Inti no mo pe din bi de ato no said ebe ya emrofo na ni genyum no ho. Inti ebenya nyum we bi we hin. I was enya name bi a in case say we call DSPs ne so a ebe say oh these are the type of songs that DJ Abrante and any cohorts no omobo. So they started calling it Afrobeat, meaning Afro is a representation of Africa and beats are songs. So beats from Africa. So they added S because we had Afrobeat without the S already there. Inti, you can't Afrobeat now. DJ Abrante or Ghanaian.
Fact.
So I'm gonna start the real Afrobeat. And so we share Afrobeat in context that. Untimi enyum ba ko we into was we Afrobeat.
Yeah.
It is all a Nigerian Afrobeat. Odumodu Black is a rapper. Or ya Afrobeat. Benna Boy. Onom put also on Afrobeat no krontiase. Into obe friend the Afrofusion.
Yeah.
Obi Afro depression na as our real whole episode you see the points that we are getting. Into omo kra per se no, they don't have a particular sound that we can call it Afrobeat. So we entering there no doesn't change anything because of her definition of Afrobeat. We have high life music in there. We have juju music, we have soca, we even have gum from South Africa in there. So yeah, collaboration of so many sounds. Into the Omokano, first of all, it doesn't sit well with me because Afrobeat is everything from Africa. Sana mrofono ehuno. Into sobe here recently, these awards, USA awards, USA Music Awards.
Ghana Music Awards.
No, USA Awards. I think it's Emmys or something.
Oh, American Music Awards.
American Video. I've forgotten the actual award now. Tyler winning.
Yeah.
Tyler won Afrobeat Song of the Year. She came on stage and told them that she's not an Afrobeat artist.
Oh, I see.
She's an amapiano artist, and she started educating them on the differences between the various sounds in Africa. So they couldn't miss the point next time. Into one point, I said those from the diaspora. Or my dream here almost say, and it was true. Sana started here from DJ Abrante time. No, say Afrobeat here, and Yumbia from Africa, Afrobeat to them. It is over here movement now. Artists with few more started the real Afrobeat in UK. No, as on Tomponyam by. He was doing his Afrobeat back as getting back to 2010 more banning in 2012 more. He was doing his Afrobeat. Na Nigeria for no measure same from there. No that ni particular music sound be no more high life. No more I forgotten Ashake I forgotten the actual non-juju. I forgotten Fuji. They were doing Fuji. All the others were doing. And see, omuti Afrobeat no, and they are very smart people. Na fella started Afrobeat. Into omuti Afrobeat na they claimed ownership. It is over here at Nigeria for you very good at her. So omu say will sound a bar, then they will bite into it, take some of it. No more dia show mu na be Afrobeat. Until even Amapiano Uber out, they took the log drums out of Amapiano, infused it into the Afrobeat, and still called it Afrobeat.
Afropiano.
As
when they were calling that
yes.
piano.
So over here almost sound na. Hey, me say be brain Africa Ghana. VVIP mo time no sounds ni na no makeka album no my friend Afrobeat. And that is one thing. Let's come back to the Detty December we no mo kan one sem no. I think say me read the quote we stole from Chinua Achebe. What things fall apart mo. Or say a man who calls his kinsmen to a feast does not do so to save them from starving. Our songs, it got to a time, not ye nyuma ye born wahano. Na ye Nigerian style said can also more particular rhythm be started from Wizkid Mobano. Uti out to say we they very peculiar to Nigerians. Na our people were biting into them. Into now yes a shadow of their music, not the Afrobeat conversation. They him say but their sound. And not this year, you find say 50 last year, but it started from Masaka actually. They found their own way, their own sound that bejitum say Charlie Nkofo different from the ATI and we started seeing changes in our sound. And I think they do time be now most of Asaka boys na omo hip life ankasa.
Yeah.
It was hip life. And we be to say beat strap or mobile later no. I'm around the moon now, almost singing type of singing in our hip life. Our old hip life sounds no almost had the back. Inti the incorporate to me abba for more dear I am ye. I'm a young appreciate it. I think it said 2 days ago. Audio mark chat by we did 10 out of 10. 10 songs from Ghana. Not a very long time you who be bisa because we know first 5 Nigerian songs. Okay. Oko YouTube top 20. About 10 year Nigerian songs. Okay. But it has gotten to a time first 20 Ghana you be 18 the womb. Okay. And we even enter into their chat. Okay. Until I believe said the the only difference they say we are appreciating our own sound now. And we hear shows of course you know sold out shows without them. It means that our people are doing well. And Senka
so the world might not be coming or trooping in like they did.
Yes, but we are making our economy boom. Yanko for Nigeria ni metu ya niska no mfa nko ni krom nko ye ni krom yi ni eti ha abra shows e koso ni nyina sold out shows the money retains here and it is a good thing for us so they are missing the point out there.
Well Chamo, do you also agree with our Nigerian brothers?
No, they I think they got it wrong. The name is innocent, but this one they are not innocent.
He's a blogger actually.
The innocent guy.
Yeah, he didn't get it. I mean, yes, it's true that the foreigners or the people in diaspora they are not coming as compared to last year. But the answer is obvious, or the reason is so easy to see or find. I don't know why he wants to put it in something else. Okay. The election is one of the reasons that people are not coming like that. People were, I wouldn't say afraid, but people didn't know what will happen, so they were more like waiting. So they waited for a long time before maybe deciding, and at that time they would decide to go somewhere else. Okay. So if he really wants for us to consider his point, I think he should wait for another year, another December, and let's see what will happen. Okay. For this December, even what the administration, the the Ghana government did last December is so different from what they are doing this time around.
Yeah.
True.
So you can't just use this year's December to judge that it's because now the Nigerians have decided not to come here. No, that's not true. The reason why they are not coming is the factors are many, and the obvious one is the election. So I think if that's what he wants or he wish will happen, then he should wait. It's not. So he's not there.
Are you by this saying that next year we are likely to resume the previous celebrations that we have been seeing over the years?
Obviously, it will be better than this year because of the elections and the uncertainty that came in. The people who have lost the election, which is the incumbent government, now will not do much. They will not do anything to promote or even give more like an incentive for people to come here. Because they are going. So now they are thinking about handing over and other stuff. They are not thinking
they
about
cancel some of their shows too.
There are events that the government of Ghana were part of. Now those events will not happen because they have cancelled it. So how are you going to see more numbers if some of these things are not in place as they used to be? So he cannot just use what is happening currently to determine or to say that it is because Nigerians have decided to
boycott Ghana.
to boycott or to withdraw from Ghana. No, they were invited and they came. This time around, no one is inviting them. For the few that we have invited, they've been here. Davido was here not long ago to do the Beam Fest. So why is he not? Is he not part of those boycotting the whatever agenda that they wish they would do? I think for them, they are musicians, they are business people, and they will not fall for some of these things. They will go where the business is. If Ghanaians are doing things right and they think that they can come here and make their money and have fun, they will come. They will not care about who is doing what agenda and who is doing that. So for this one, I think they have failed. For them, they have a good business sense, like Nigerians in general. They will do what it takes to win. So I think they will take better decision, but not emotional one. Like the way these people are sounding, it's just emotional. For me, I think when the business is right, you will see them here. If we don't do our things right, they will not come, and it will not be because of the Black Sheriff and others promoting or pushing that people should listen to more Ghanaian songs. No, that's not the case. It's about business and the environment. If it is conducive for that thing, they will obviously come around.
Well, Ro, still considering what our Nigerian brothers are saying about Detty December, both in Ghana and in Nigeria.
It is too early for them to be tickling themselves and be laughing. It is too early. You see, it is because comparing last year to this year and the factors makes it so absurd, because when I think about it, in fact, even the activities that are happening in December currently are activities that have been planned for about 5 or 6 years. So to them, it is about time. This is more or less like one of the like jubilation years for them. They've tried to organize an event like Afro Nation, didn't turn well. There are other major events that they tried. Even when Ghana started the year of return, they also coined their own thing and did not meet daylight. So this has been something that they has been knocking on their door for years, and now they are seeing it. It is not because Ghana's own is low. No, because as far as I'm concerned, Davido just left, or whether he's still in Ghana, he just came to Ghana not long ago to grace some few platforms, including Stonebwoy's own, was at the Bukum Boxing Arena. The likes of Charlie Poppy and Omale will also be coming for Afro Future very soon. And you want to tell me, so are these people not? The fact that you don't see them here is not because of any agenda to boycott whatever. If not, Davido would not climb Stonebwoy stage. If not, they will still not be having collaborations and all of that. You should check the type of people that come into Ghana. Yes, there are so many factors, of which this year has been very slow compared to last year. Election plays a very major role. And again,
most of the major events that are supposed to accommodate certain people of that caliber are not happening. And even the event organizers here who pull off some of these events will tell you election is one of them. And again, maybe they will just want to withdraw for now. That is it. And also the government in power also sponsors most of the major events and pulled out at the last minute. So definitely these are some factors that you need to consider. And again, the people have been here over and over and over and over again. So at certain point, there is that need for that fallow period kind of situation where we need to just dry it up for a while and then revamp it. Because if you bring the same set of people year in, year out, you just pressure yourself for nothing. Sometimes you just need to change the face of how you do things. And this is Detty December in Ghana.
Okay.
The Detty December started in Ghana. Whether it was started by Fela Kuti or it was started by Akufo-Addo, it is Detty December in Ghana. Yes, maybe you would want to adopt it. So you've adopted the name and you are doing it there. But the whole of Africa, Detty December is in Ghana. We don't care who started it or who popularized it. Detty December is in Ghana, and I've seen so many of them writing so many things online, and I see and I laugh. I see and I laugh and I ask myself, what is going on? Just a year of you guys actually doing
just one
December of you guys actually doing some of the major events by yourself, and now it has become more or less like a competition. Like, where from this? I believe it is too early. If this had happened like in 3 years, like 3 years back to back, and you're saying this, then I will know that, oh, okay, maybe indeed there's an agenda or a hidden agenda to this. But the first year, and this is the people, he should know that. They should also know that the people who come into the country, or the Nigerians who come into the country to come and whether perform or grace occasions here, don't come here because it is Ghana. It is business. You call them, you pay you meet whatever demands they have, they will come. You think Tyler is in Nigeria because of Nigeria?
No.
Oh no. It is business for her.
The business is talking.
Of course, it is business for her. Whatever her demands are, they are being met. And she knows what she is getting out of that particular engagement or that particular trip. Why not Rwanda? Rwanda that is sponsoring a whole national team and club teams to put their names in front of their JC, visit Rwanda and whatever. You think you can do more than that in terms of marketing a place? Yes, that is how far they've gone. But Tyler did not go to Rwanda, but came to Nigeria in December. This should tell you that, yes, business conversations are ongoing. So yes, the video may come to Ghana, not because Ghana is sweet. Everybody knows. Even the Nigerians that come to Ghana self can attest. That is why we have them. Ghana is very sweet. But aside the sweetness, the video is also here for business. He's not just roaming because he wants to roam. Yes, they don't come here because Charlie Poppy and Omale are not coming here because Ghana is sweet to them like that. The business is also part. So they should not tickle themselves and be laughing at this early stage. And that agenda of Black Sheriff and the lies gathered to go and do this, they are the only people that have caught emotions out of that particular conversation. Even the stakeholders, the main stakeholders in this conversation, which are the artists, they are not talking much. They in fact, it no concern themselves. It no concern them. Do you think the video will be concerned about a meeting or a press conference that have been held that they should not play? So, no. Charlie. They no concern themselves. They are just working.
Well, this is the conversation about Detty December between Ghana and Nigeria. Interestingly, while they are forcing to own the Detty December, they are dying on stage. Stage is breaking, and like you see, if you rush to polish your teeth, they will be full of blood in your mouth. Take your time. In one of their concerts, it was called the Native Land Concert. In fact, the stage was big. At least in Ghana, we've seen Kweku Smoke, we've seen Black Sheriff. They've done a similar stage like that, and that is exactly what they also did. Unfortunately for them, while they were doing Detty December, rushing to catch up with Ghana, their stage falls. I don't know
the state of Odumodu Black at the moment. Because information I have tells me that at the time that the stage broke, he was the next guy to perform. So he was getting prepared to mount the stage. No. Buddha, the whole stage broke down. As you can see on your screens. Detty December and stage breakdowns are not synonymous. You guys should do it and do it well. But in this case, who do we blame?
Obviously, the technicians or the handlers of the event.
Technicians?
Yeah. The people that put up the events.
How?
They are to be blamed. When you do this, these are part of security checks. It's not just about mounting. For me, when I saw the video, you can clearly see that the things that collapsed were not things that were having good support. You know, when you are setting up a stage, the LED screens are mostly...
You mean they over-exaggerated the stage, huh?
Not really, but the whole setup, the place that actually collapsed did not have a good support system. Yeah, sometimes, in most cases, these things happen when you would want to add the LED screens pressure to the trusses on stage. Mostly, it has its own trusses as a support system. So when it goes by itself, or when it is standing there independently. But when you want to add that same weight to the whole thing, from lighting and wiring and holding of personnel on stage, and also the DJ stands and all of that, and you want to add that kind of pressure. Obviously, these are some of the things that we may see. So me, when I saw it, I was like, yeah. And you can clearly see that all those stuff were LED screens. So
the things that broke.
Yes, they were LED screens, like molded like that.
Oh,
and they came crashing. For me, it is just the organizers' negligence. Some people did not do their work well. Either they wanted to cut corners, or they just did not see the dangers that they were. And I some of the videos or some of the portals that these particular videos were posted, I read comments and I learned that this is not even the first time it is happening on that particular event.
Oh, the Native Land event.
Of course.
They have that history.
Yes, in 2019. So I'm asking myself, we are in Africa when an event organizer can do this, and at the end of the day, they just release a press statement, we are investigating, and nothing happens.
And the next year, he does the same thing
and
again.
Nothing happens. But if somebody go wake up, carry lawsuit, slap somebody, 50 million naira,
it's too small.
It's too small. 500 million naira. 1 billion naira. 1 billion naira, of course.
And also there's 1,000 Ghana.
Hey, 1 billion naira. I'm talking about million.
It's just being serious. Of course, like if somebody go pepper am for this particular conversation, some of these things will be minimized, because I looking at the number of people backstage when that thing collapsed there.
Have you heard of the state of?
Yeah. I hear they are fine. There were no casualties and all of that.
Wow.
Just minor injuries.
And God really saved them.
Yes, minor injuries and they are fine. So but then I am still looking at a situation whereby there are a good number of people directly under some of these things, and we may probably not have heard the good news. But this one day, it is just event organizers' negligence, and whatever it is, these things are not done. See, when some of these things are done, I'll give props to the likes of George Quay and Nabila Hassan. I've seen situations where these guys, even after setup,
You have to
still going to check certain things, and I ask myself, hey, do you have trust issues like that? Oh yes, sometimes some of the things that they use in binding these trusses, these guys will still go even at the blind side of the people that mounted them, just to test the strength of some of these things. And Charlie, these are some of now I believe that these are some of the things they've been trying to prevent all these years, and they've been successful at it. So when you see tomorrow somebody jumping on stage trying to test the strength and whatever you've actually like arranged there, it is not because they want to destroy your equipment or something, but then people's life and safety are in your hands, and you cannot just do the fact that you want them to come and have fun doesn't mean you can just put anything anyhow for them to come. It is very unfortunate. It is very, very unfortunate, and I wish, say, the organizers will actually bring a better explanation, because they've released a statement though, saying they are investigating. But I ask myself, investigating to what extent? If somebody, and they will say, oh, nobody got seriously injured, so nothing happened.
We should cover it under wraps.
Just like probably the one that happened in 2019, and after that, this is what we have in 2024. Maybe the December is getting dirty for them as this. Of course.
Jabo, you have seen the video. And,
yeah, I've seen the video.
What came to mind upon seeing it?
I mean, when it comes to events in Africa, especially, I think safety is a big deal here. That I think now we have to pay attention. For people outside, or from what I know, when it comes to America, they will insure everything, and they will not let their money go with. So they will make sure that they do the right thing, because if anything happens, they will pay insurance, and it's not a cheap thing there. So after paying such an amount to insure the program, they will not just they will not neglect certain things for them to get anybody to get accident to claim the insurance, because they will need it at other time if nothing really happens. I mean, they do the insurance for some years. If nothing happens, I think they are okay, or they will pay less. But if something happens, they have to pay more and all those things. So they are careful. In our case, I've never heard any event organizer talking about insurance or anything like that. They do things on their own. If anybody gets injured or something happens to you at the event grounds, or even if you are part of the team doing the main event, you are on your own. So I think based on that, people are neglecting some important safety issues. And this is I mean, it's an example, especially if it has happened before and it is happening again. It means they have neglected the safety precautions that they have to abide by, and this is not good. I think they should do more than this. I mean, I don't like regulations, but you see, when some of these things happen, then the temptation will come that should we get regulators to do some of these things. I think I would say no. If there will be regulations, it should be about making sure that people do insurance for some of these things. So there should be punishment if you go wrong, instead of trying to get some people to regulate and tell them what to do and what not to do. Because that thing, the person that will be in charge of the regulation will become the god of the whole thing. If you don't pay me, I won't approve.
Favoring his people and all that.
And it will be like, if you don't pay, I won't approve for the event to come. So the person can decide for you not to have the event, all because when Tiano and I say obi ever event ni be on penasem. Can you imagine the way they treat some of our musicians here? And the regulator, you are bringing somebody that he doesn't like. Then you won't pass for the program to come on. So me, I'm still against regulations, but I think they can put something in place in terms of insurance. And if the event organizers are paying huge amounts, I don't think they will joke with the safety of people who will come there. This is a sad thing, and I'm happy that nobody got serious injury or something like that.
But this is something they will not report, even if it happens. They will
But going
forward, the person is an important person.
Going forward, I think we should all advocate for better safety precautions when we are going for events, especially the musicians and their members going there. I think they should all insist that right thing must be done, so that we will be safe for such an event.
Well, I love that. Let me go on to Lionel to also get his opinion on how some of these things can be curtailed in the future. Yes, Lionel.
Black sheep for life, black sheep forever. Odumodu black. I think we are. I don't want to believe this is in a way spiritual, because before the event, your man go post say today ground go shake.
The ground go shake.
So the ground really shook.
Yeah, I saw that.
But
today the ground go shake.
on a more serious note, I believe the technicians can do whatever is necessary to keep the stage like grounded and all. But so the number of people that were on the stage when it collapsed, that you know that it shouldn't have been that number. Because not more doors, there were plenty people, like plenty.
One of the problems with plenty people.
Yeah.
Plenty. And if no one is checking all these things, and artists, you know how artists are. The person may be cooking and cramming in a backstage that ever perform. So sometimes it is very difficult to control.
Are you sorting showboy?
Oh no, I'm not. I didn't even mention anybody's name.
But we know who.
Oh, it's not the first person who has
done this shit. We know who have been
It's not the first person. No, VVIP those times they used to bring their.
Now it's for showboy.
So if stringent measures are not put in place when performances are being done, some of these things may occur. And main Kai MPP for around 2016 thereabouts. The number of people that were on stage when they were having their campaign and collapsed. It could be the same issue.
I remember that video.
Yeah, materials. One number a bit me at a particular point. So if these things, Anna, this is not the first time said the Rolanka 2019. Similar thing I see. In Tianko hear what happened during those times, and we should compare. Say, if it is the same mistake, they need to be severely punished so that it will not repeat itself again. Because there were families there, among folk, breadwinners, and you say BBC and Odumodu. He's well because he has posted on Twitter. So girl be replied, say she's happy that that thing happened to him. And I'll say, I will look for you. Yeah, I will look for you. That is what he wrote. So it means that he's well and kicking. So if these things are put in check, it will help all these people. So that these type of mistakes doesn't repeat again.
Well, let's come to Ghana. Take it or leave it. We are still having our December as well. And over, I think it was the weekend, huh? Obi, was it the weekend?
Yeah.
So last Saturday at the Bukom Boxing Arena, Obi and Ponsan also made the comedy fraternity very proud in the sense that one venue about 4,000 and over space, he was able to fill it. And as it stands now, everybody is commending him. Now, out of that, we have spotted a video from a gentleman who was part of the show on 21st, and he said that if what he saw was anything to go by, then Charterhouse should not think about bringing Nigerian comedians for their 1,000 and Laugh series again. That's what the gentleman is saying, because the comedians were on point. Everybody delivered beautifully. So if what he saw was anything to go by, then why are we bothering ourselves to bring Nigerian comedians for the 1,000 series? And they should cut them. See my boy for the back there, they cut them. They should cut them like that. Well, we can watch the video. When I come back, I pick the views of my people. Do we agree with him, or we think that once again another jazz is playing in our ears? Watch it. I'll be right back.
I go by the name of Clay. You can call me Kwame Tennis aloud. Charterhouse. I will make a time. Please, if you know where Charterhouse, they go call them for me. See, I won't talk to them. What? You see your 1,000 and I hear laughs, no? On my mama, I swear. You don't need to bring in any Nigerian comedians anymore. No, it is over for that. I'm telling you, you don't need any Nigerian comedian on your 1,000 and I hear laughs anymore. It is over for that. Ghana comedy is solidified. No, like, I'm telling you for a fact.
Well, let's start from Roland because he was there and he witnessed everything. Do you agree with the gentleman who said that Thousand and Lap series should stop bringing Nigerian comedians to Ghana for their thing? They should keep, maintain and use only Ghanaian musicians.
Hey, I know my people. My people go first for this one, but from the beginning of this conversation, I totally agree. But the ending is where I actually beg to differ. I disagree. So, as for when you talk about the performance, the growth of these guys, I tell you, top notch. On the day or on the night I was.
You mean the Ghanaian comedians?
Yes.
Please be specific so we know exactly.
Okay. I'm talking about the Ghanaian comedians. Top notch. The growth, very beautiful. On the night I was there, in fact, it was from start to finish. Even when the event was done, it looks as if people were still waiting for something.
They wanted more.
I tell you, like the whole place, you can clearly see the joy and excitement and the growth all around. So on that score, I agree with the guy perfectly, 100, 100. But then, the ending of his submission is where I disagree a bit.
Okay.
Calling on Charterhouse to actually not bring any Nigerian comedian like on their Thousand and Lap series is one that I disagree because it is business for them.
It is business for rich people.
It is business for Charterhouse.
Good.
And so there's no emotional string attached.
Okay.
Yes, our people are doing very well. Our people are doing fantastic. Let me show you some of the business technicalities in this conversation. From January to December, we have different comedians running different series of specials in the space.
Yeah.
Well, in terms of supporting act, these are the same faces running almost the same show. So if me, who happens to be quote and unquote the head of these comedy shows, which is the last series, would want to spice my event up, definitely it would be wise for me to try to spice it up with other faces.
Okay.
And I know that is what pains me in this conversation. That it is not about the foreigners that these people are bringing. It is just about Nigerians. That is what pains me in this conversation. If we can take that aspect out of the conversation, yes, we can, like, we all will understand where this whole thing is going.
Okay.
It is not about who. It is not about whether they should stop bringing foreigners or not. It is just about they stopping to bring Nigerians into this conversation. And to me, it doesn't make sense.
I see.
Because even now, I believe that Charterhouse has done so well to even have a very good representation of the Ghanaian comedy space on their platforms.
Okay.
Sometimes they are able to balance it 50-50. Half Ghanaians, half Nigerians. And you can't blame them. Charlie, these are people who want to sell tickets and get money. You want to use feelings. Feelings will not work.
You want to use feelings.
Yes, that is not to say our people cannot sell. They can sell. But in the business model, how do you call it, conversations, you cannot tell them to also come and run the same faces when you've exhausted them from January to December. Yes, you may think that, even if you put them there, they will come. But to them, it is business. It may affect their business because they do this even once in a year. You guys have been running from January to December, and when they would want to spice it up. And you know the funny thing?
No.
On the night Obi had a show, he had a comedian from Botswana, one from Canada, one from America. 3 different foreigners.
I see.
But the guy did not even notice any of them.
Wow.
So you can clearly see where the focus is. If we start the conversation this way, then we will not even be doing good to ourselves. Then it is as if we are scared of even the people that we say they are no more a threat to us. Because if we claim they are not a threat to us, in fact, this is even the time we need to even invite them, go toe to toe with them, whip them for everybody to see. Like, do them woto woto. Do them woto like we've been doing for the past years. Do them woto for the past 4 or 5 years. We've had a very good representation on the 1000 and Lab series to the extent that almost all our people have been excelling every time. Go and check the reviews for the past 5 years on that particular event. You can clearly see the people that have excelled, and most of them are Ghanaians or Ghanaian comedians. So why do we want to still feel threatened by the people that we say they are no longer a threat to us? Because in your submission, you were very strong. In fact, the advocacy of our people, or the spotlight on the fact that our people are doing well, is one that I like, because they are my own people, and I can, like, their growth is not something that it is somebody is just propagating, or it is just a propaganda. Like, it is there for everybody to see. It is it's real. Like, yes, in Ghana and even outside Ghana. Go to South Africa and Robbie and Lexi are comparing there. Go to US and they have their footprints there. So it is not as if, even in Nigeria, our people have gone there. Obi has gone there, Jacinta has been there, Lexi has been there, all these guys have been there. Ojo and I think Jumo were in Kenya. And these are people who are doing exploits. So if we say they are no longer threat to us, we should not have a problem. Same way we don't have a problem with other nationals also coming. Because today, for the first time, we've introduced somebody from Botswana. What if it becomes a trend? Now somebody would want to bring another person. Then tomorrow then we are going to feel threatened by them. Oh no, it is not a good conversation to have. Our people have done well, and we need to commend them. If we want a total Ghanaian representation of the 1000 and Lab series, we should be able to have that conversation without involving anybody's name or any national. We want a complete Ghanaian representation. Simple. That is how the conversation should end. Not
bring the money.
What's it?
Bring the money. We will do it.
And the cry and fanka. You see, and the cry and fanka. Somebody is using their own money to run whatever business that they see is bringing them profit, and you want to attach feelings to it. No, it will not work. Our people are doing very well, and I will be part of the people who will champion 100% representation on that particular platform. But if we also want to buttress it with other nationals conversation, and specifically, they should stop bringing Nigerians. That one day, they will lose me on that score.
Well, Lionel, take over.
And I think the import of the message was to have our comedians rule over the 1000 and nights. Yes. And I believe it's a good initiative, because we are trying to build our industry, our comedy industry.
True.
And if we have only our comedians running a show, it means that the monies will stay here. That is always my import. And if you go to Nigeria, their comedians do the same thing we do here. They run each other's shows over there.
Yeah.
But still, they have bigger and mega shows that they've been running each other's shows. They come, the same people. But they still get showed out shows and all of that.
Okay.
And how many times do we see them having our people over there? It's just recently that we've had one Obi, one Lexi over there, one Jacinta over there. But we mostly see them here.
Okay.
And that is the import of the guy's message. Because we have other nationals doing comedy, like the Botswana guy. He was at Romano's Incomplete VI.
Oh, yesterday.
Well. Yeah, yesterday night. Yeah, he was there. He shared one joke. And I believe he is good and all that. But Nigerians are more when it comes to them visiting us, having to run their businesses here. So if we have only our people, and per their track record, it means that they've been selling out shows. Even though they've been running it themselves, the same people, the same faces that we always have. They always have sold out shows. And yesterday was no different. We had the whole National Theatre filled to the brim.
Yeah.
Wow.
To the topmost. I haven't seen something like that. But to the topmost. And we even had
to cut people off.
We had to bring people, on stage.
Audience on stage for them to sit.
I saw some people sit on the stage.
Yes.
It was not props.
And the people even at the background.
It was not props.
No.
Yeah. They were part of the show because there were no seats. The people at the background.
No, I saw that.
That they want to enter were even more than those inside.
What the?
So it means that they can still do better if we have only our artists running the 1,000 and whatever series. It will help our industry grow, and that is what we are seeking for. First of all, we will generate tax incomes here. Of course, they will get monies to run other stuffs here. So if we have them here, it's a perfect idea. But you know, we have this fling with Nigerians, the usual banters here and there. That is why I think Roland is saying that it shouldn't be so. But I believe if we have the courtesy to do that, it will help us. And I believe Charterhouse is, in a way, a Nigerian affiliated firm. So, of course, they would want to promote what is theirs here as well. So, if there is any way we can put pressure on them to have only our art here, it is a big win for us here.
Wow. I love the way Chemo has been watching live. Looks like Chemo's mind is far well lined up minds.
For sure.
Chemo, come through and
I mean,
let's listen to
some
your
of these conversations we have had it before, and the problem is that you don't dictate or you don't tell somebody how they should run their business. So if you want only Ghanaian comedians to have whatever live show, organize it there. Just bring money, put them together and see whether you will make profit or not. If it is a good business, you are good to go. Do it more and you make more money. So I think it's not a conversation that we should even start at all. It's a business thing here. So if you are bringing in your personal sentiment or your feeling of wanting to help Ghanaian comedians, you don't bring it in business. I think it's good that if you are advocating for whoever running a show or doing anything like that should use Ghanaian comedian because they will make money. Yes, just promote that. Instead of you saying that Charterhouse, a business that has run for many years, and they know what they are doing more than you just going for one show and telling them what to do next. I mean, we shouldn't even start a conversation like this. I think if it is a good business to use only Ghanaians to make money in comedy, do it. A Ghanaian should try it and let's see. In fact, for us, we are still, it looks like we are still experimenting. But it will be interesting to know that there's another gender fights going on, like the male and the female thing and all those things happening. And in America, I think there was a news that a lady decided to do only ladies bar. Any 1 month. The lady were taxing men, or if you are a man and you go to that bar, you pay more. You pay extra 18% or something.
I see.
And people were saying that no, they won't pay. If you want only females to be attending your place, fine. And lo and behold, it didn't take long for the thing to collapse. So sometimes when you just focus on some of these things, it is not business. It is about your emotions and what you are passionate for. And for those things, use your own money to test it.
Okay.
Yes, if you think that only Ghanaians comedy show will generate more income or even as equal as bringing in some Nigerians, do it and let's see. If it works out, good for you. It's a business model that I think even some people will follow. But until then, don't go and suggest to somebody who is doing something that is working for them. They won't mind you. They won't go for what you are saying. And it has happened many times and it has failed. If you go that direction, go with people that you are sure that will bring you the numbers and the money that you are looking for. Not that you just want to promote something or some people. It doesn't work like that. Even in your own business, the people that you try to favor, if you are doing any business and you try to follow certain, favor certain people, your business will not exist after a few years. So that thing should be out of our conversation. It should always be about the business. If the business happens to help our people, good. We like it like that. But until then, let's stop having such a conversation. It should be about who can sell. If the Nigerians will sell, we should bring them. If Ghanaians will sell more than the Nigerians, you should use Ghanaians. And we can use Kumawood as a good example at the time that Ajako was on top. Nobody was preventing Nigerians to come and do their thing. Ajako was winning without preventing anybody coming in. So just be the best at your game and you will win. Instead of you trying to prevent somebody without you improving. I mean, we can all agree that Ghanaian comedians at this moment are doing very well. But preventing others from coming in to compete will not help anybody.
Well, let's try to run away from here. It looks like it is time, but have you all seen the video of Vybz Kartel saying he's not ready to sign any record label but distribution?
I saw that one. Yeah.
In some 1 minute, 1 minute.
Yeah.
Are you surprised with his position?
Oh, not at all. Not at all. When you grew or when you are in the game and you have seen it all, some of these decisions will not be anything, I mean, difficult for you. For him, he has seen it all. In that same video, he said that, he has done a record label deal before. Himself, and then he has also tried doing sign artists on and all those things. So he has enough experience to decide for himself. So for him, I think it is not anything surprising and it is not anything difficult for him to decide because he is in the game. He has enough experience to decide in this case.
Wow, I don't know what it also means to record label businesses, but let me get your opinion on this.
Brass, I mean, when it comes to
signing the record label,
when it comes to record label and their exploits, it's a very broad topic because there are so many deals that you can have. Mostly when we talk about record label, people think that it's all about signing your everything to them and all. You can have a 360 deal, you can have a 180, 90, depending on how you want to run your music business. So some of our artists here, they have a 180 with Empire for distribution. Some have production deals with links and all. Record me, I don't have the studio, whatever. I know you can help me record songs and all. I will give maybe 5% of what I'll get from. So we have different types of deals. And I heard him saying that he signed a distribution deal with a UK company or something like that. So he knows that when it comes to distribution, he cannot do it to his best of capacity. So of course, he will need something. Stonebwoy's deal with, what's the firm's name?
Def Jam.
It's off.
Yeah.
Since
we
when?
signed a new one, long time.
Okay. That deal was about where outside Africa, those that would take care of the his music works and everything and run it for him so that his works out of Africa will get to the wider audience, and that is a good deal. Yes, so it means that, of course, to win a Grammy, that is what all these record labels do. That is what all these record labels do. And I heard during Black Sheriff's time that he signed away his life. He doesn't have anything. When he performs, he doesn't get anything. He just signed a distribution deal with Empire. He had his own management that were up to now, they are still dealing with him. And people didn't understand. They thought he had signed a 360 deal with Empire, but it wasn't so. So most of these things, I believe it depends on you, the artist, where you are going and where you want to get to. Where you are going and where you want to get to. So that is the rubrics of this matter.
Okay, Ru, close the show for us. Our time is up.
In 2024, established artists don't need record labels or 360 deals from record labels. Of course, the model of record labels has to do with recruiting, actually helping you grow and all of that as an artist. And as an established artist who have been through the mill on different phases, of course, you don't need somebody to come and tell you how to sing, how to coach you, how to do this, how to do that again. What you need most is somebody that can actually sell your product. And if your product is good, you need somebody that can sell your product. And that is what these distributors are for. In fact, for me, I am happy that most of these top musicians are actually taking this position. Because now, in terms of grooming and recruitment of new artists, the record label have stopped. They are not doing it again. They are now looking for baby Abeno.
Of course.
The one that is trending, the one that is hot.
When you go viral, then they
Will come and tap in. Then they will come and tap in. Who should tour down there? Who should tour? It is one of the reasons why. So now, when they go for the a little established ones, and they now would want to treat them as somebody that they are now coming to groom, that is when we have the conversation of record label chop my money, record label has done this to me, record label has done that to me. That is when that whole conversation starts. But meanwhile, if they had started with the person from discovery to just helping the person grow and all of that, I believe some of these conversations would have been minimized. So me, I am happy most of the established artists are now telling them that, Charlie, it is about time you go back to the reason why you started this whole organization in the first place, which is recruiting them and actually grooming them. Because now there is no grooming stage in record label like business again. They've stopped. So me, I am not surprised even Vybz has this position. Most of the ones that have signed a 360 deal are regretting, even though some of them are making like good exploits and all of that. They still regret and they wish they had done either 180 or maybe a distribution. If you get good distributors, why not? Good distributors and publishers, they can help you sell your music better than you going to tie your neck as an established artist.
Well, Merry Christmas to all our beautiful viewers all over the world. You guys have been fantastic, keeping us glued here all the time. Without you, there wouldn't be any Sammy Flex TV. I'll sure be coming back to you very, very soon. Let me say thanks to Yolanda Mate, to Intimdo Solomon, Lionel, and to the producers of the show, Theophilus Digosh, as well as Buju Lens. I'll see you again when I see you. Merry Christmas.
Everybody check now. Check it. Fa check it. Fa check it. Check it. The beat is real. Don't wait, make it kill ya. Get your green select glucometer and check it. Sugar level, check it, check it. Fa check it, check it. Fa check it, fa check it, check it, check it. Green select glucometer. Fa check it, fa check it, check it, check it. Put sugar level, fa check it, fa check it, check it, check it. Fa check it, fa check it, check it, check it. Green select glucometer. Everybody check now. This advert has been vetted and approved by the FDA.